Freedom in mind, faith in words, pride in our heart, memories in our soul. Let us great nation on Republic Day. We are all equal children before our mother, and India asks each one of us, in whatever role we play in the complex act of nation building, to do our duty with integrity, commitment, and unflinching loyalty to the values enshrined in our Constitution. Respected Founder Chairman, Dr. Kondalrao Velchala, Chairman Sudhakar Rao Kulsani, Correspondent and Director Sri Harihara Prasad, dear colleagues, parents and beloved children. A very happy Republic Day greetings to all of you on the eve of 73rd Republic Day of the world's largest and most vibrant democracy in the world. In this land of ours, enriched by diversity with many festivals, our national festivals are celebrated by everyone with great patriotic fervor. We celebrate the National Festival of the Republic Day with enthusiasm and express our respect for the national flag and our faith in the Constitution. 72 years ago, on this very day, we the people of India adopted, enacted and gave to ourselves a unique Constitution. This is the day to pause and ponder over the core values that the Constitution profounds. The Constitution declares India a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, assuring its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, outlined in the preamble of our Constitution, are sacred to all of us. Its abiding adherence is meant not only for those who are mandated to guard, but for the people at large. Our leaders who framed the Constitution chose to place these 4 terms at the very beginning of the Constitution to build the foundation on which the edifice of our democracy rests. In fact, these were the values that guided our freedom struggle. A galaxy of great leaders and thinkers like Father of Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Balagangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpati Rai and Subhash Chandra Bose inspired our freedom struggle. They had diverse dreams of magnificent future of the motherland, but common to their aspirations were these values: justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. I would like that we go further back into the history and inquire how precisely these values guided our nation builders. And the answer is obvious. These perennial principles of our philosophy of life, they come to us from the dawn of this civilization through an unbroken chain. As the freedom fighters did in their day, so should we in our time. These key principles should light up our path to development. Believing in these principles, we should salute on this memorable day who are serving us by sacrificing their lives. Firstly, every Indian salute our farmers who have made our vast and populous country self-reliant in food grains and dairy products. Despite adversities of nature, numerous other challenges and the COVID-19 pandemic, our farmers sustained the agricultural production. During lockdown, we all run for food, not for any other requirements. Just as our hard-working farmers ensure food security for the country, the brave soldiers of the armed forces ensure security of our national boundaries amid severest conditions. Through their services are immeasurable on land, in the skies and at the vast coastal areas. Our warriors are vigilant every moment. Every citizen feels proud about the bravery, patriotism and the spirit of sacrifice among our soldiers. Our scientists have strengthened our national endeavors from space to the farms, from educational institutions to hospitals. The community of scientists has enriched our lives and works. Our scientists have been working day in and day out for decoding the coronavirus, and they have succeeded in developing the vaccine in record time. With this accomplishment, our scientists have added glorious chapter of contribution to the well-being of humanity. Along with our scientists, our frontline warriors, doctors, administrators, and people from other walks of life have made major contributions to containing the virus and keeping the fatality rate lower in the country compared to that in developed countries. Thus, all our farmers, soldiers, scientists, doctors deserve special appreciation, and a grateful nation greets them on this auspicious occasion of the Republic Day. By their contribution to the food security, national security, protection against disease and disaster, and to different areas of development. Last year, as humanity almost came to a halt in the face of calamity of gigantic proportions, we often found ourselves reflecting on the central message of the Constitution. Our effective response to the pandemic would not have been possible without our constitutional values of fraternity. We have been like a close-knit family, making exemplary sacrifices to protect each other in the face of the common enemy of coronavirus. We are thinking here of doctors, nurses, paramedics, healthcare administrators and sanitization workers who put their lives at risk to care for COVID-19 patients. Some of them even lost their lives. Along with them, lakhs of people became victims of this pandemic. Our frontline corona warriors were ordinary citizens who turned out to be extraordinary. When the history of this tragic chapter, which is not yet over, is written, we are confident that future generations will behold them all for the heroic response to the crisis for which no one could have been truly prepared. Given our country's population density, diversity of cultural traditions, natural and geographical challenges, taking precautionary measures against COVID-19 was far more difficult for us. Yet, we have managed to check the spread of the virus to the larger extent. Despite the serious calamity, we have succeeded in taking forward our activities in many spheres of industry, finance and commerce. The pandemic treated to derail the young generation's learning process, but institutions and teachers quickly adopted to new technology and ensured that there was no break in education in spite of hardship they encountered by upskilling themselves to adopt new normal. Let us thank teaching fraternity for shaping the future of the nation during adversity. The adversities of the previous year have only reminded us of what we have always known deep in our hearts, that care and concern for humanity and the feeling of fraternity is what kept us together for millennia. In every sphere, Indians rose to the occasion and put others before themselves. We Indians live and die for humanity. This Indian ideal has been expressed by the great poets in their words. I am sure that this love for humanity and the spirit of sacrifice will take us to greater heights of success. Let us look at 2021 as the year of learning. There were miracles of revitalizing Mother Nature, which taught humanity a hard lesson that the small is not expedient but complementary to the big. I am sure that with a view to reducing the risk of such pandemics, the issue of climate change will accord top priority at the global level. Converting a crisis into an opportunity, adversity often plays the role of a great teacher. It makes us stronger and more confident. With that confidence, India has taken great strides in several fields. From those fields, we make equally salient but touching more lives directly in the comprehensive reform in education, which has taken place 34 years later. The National Education Policy 2020, with its stress on tradition as well as technology, will lay the foundation of a new India which aspires to emerge as a knowledge hub on the international stage. This reform promises to incubate innate talents of students and ignite their minds to take up the challenges of life. The net outcome of all these efforts is before us. After about 2 years of this unforeseen ordeal, India today stands not despondent but confident. The slowdown has turned out to be transitory as the economy has regained its dynamism. And we would do well to keep reminding ourselves of our constitutional mantras, but I will repeat that we should make it a part of our daily routine to meditate upon the life and thought of our Father of the Nation. We must make efforts to wipe tears of every eye. Equality is the watchword for the great project of our Republic. Social equality warranties dignity for each one of us. Act of helping fellow human beings expand our capacity for empathy. In our collective path ahead, fraternity is our moral compass. Let us all continue the path of constitutional morality, which Baba Saheb Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar mentioned in his speech to the Constituent Assembly on November 4, 1948, while presenting the draft of the Constitution. He clarified that constitutional morality means supremacy of the values enshrined in the Constitution. My regards to the members of the armed forces, paramilitary forces, and the police who usually celebrate festivals staying away from their families. We should send our special greetings to those all soldiers. Let every teacher teach the students how to love this nation. Let every parent instill in his or her son and daughters the beauty of our nation. I once again congratulate and wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Jai Hind.